Hey, look at you, Sprinkles. The time is arriving soon for lottery meme coins to be played by us. I made videos at the early beginnings of this year. I was waiting for the market to change. I knew it was a bit too early, but it didn't hurt to try to learn about different meme coins and what's going on. So what's happening right now? Well, lottery coins. This is a small part of your portfolio. You still have 95% call. This is actually what's going to get you through the market, friends. But I want to tell you something. In every single crypto cycle, you need to find that super hot winner. And sometimes you got to admit we're just not going to get onto it. But what we can do is, if we are observing with our googly eyes that the super hot winner is moving, if we are in the market and pretty agile, there will be other scam rugsters who make copycat coins. And if we like the narrative enough, guess what? We can buy the copycat coins and you can make money. So you're gonna miss the ground zero coin. You're gonna miss like the DeFi, the original synthetics or the original Chainlink. And it is what it is. We're never gonna find it. There's just too many to choose from. There's like 300 coins. Good luck if you are holding one of them. Please share it with us if you know what it is. So we're just going to have to do this, friends. And this is super important. But look, the game is not so easy anymore. Why? There are 1,000 coins that are being launched. How the hell are you going to find coin number 2, 3, 4? Just to give you an idea of the absolute level of degenerate scum. This is live new pairs. This is on Dex Tools. Look at this trash, friends. You want to vomit. Look at these new coins. These are coins that have launched in the past 2 hours. Oh my God, 3 hours, 4 hours. Bro, how the hell are you meant to find anything? Look at this absolute abomination trash. It frustrates me, but it is what it is. We've got to be in here looking somewhere. So what do we do, friends? We can't ignore it completely, but you can mitigate your risk. So you go, okay, you know what? We got to be in the game. We're not going to go hard. We're just going to use lunch money. But I want you to admit, all right, in every single Bitcoin halvening year, the poopy McPoop diarrhea casino coins come alive. The narratives come alive. They are there. And just if you're new, welcome, take a seat over there, friends. We need like some thrusting Bitcoin green monthly candles and Ethereum as well. And then you get people throwing in more money. They're very short life cycle coins. So let's consider this, okay? Firstly, you gotta consider all of these lottery coins as literally zero return. All right. Trust me. Yeah, man. I want to make moonshots like the old times. And if you look at my record, yeah, there are a lot of these moonshots that went up. But look, remember that saying, don't confuse brains for a bull market, because we just got a little peanut brain. I am fully aware these only came because Bitcoin and Ethereum were screaming high, and not just going up a little bit, like freaking screaming. So we have to lower our expectations. And unfortunately, you can't use bigger size like you did before, because back then there were less coins to choose from. Now it's much harder. Now, if you notice, there's some absolute garbage here. Like Pikachu did like a 21x, Kishu did 24x. You can see this. It was a 42, 48x on USD back then, okay? But we're trying to look for these new coins. Now, the issue is obviously there's too many of the new coins, right? But we have to start getting a feel for the market. Well, I want to start learning. Well, I have learned, friends. That's why I'm here to just share with you what's going on. So I've got friends. I've been playing the game. And I'll be honest, there's no winners, okay? The guys who I know who have won, they're actually insiders, all right? So they got a bit of a following. I've heard word. And they'll get told of something by someone, wink, wink. They get in. They start shilling it. And guess what? I've been told this is actually the whole game. The whole game is to be an insider. Now, me and you, we're never going to be insiders. So what do we do? Well, all we can do is try to learn what coins have been chosen by the influencers who are insiders. We're never going to know this, friends. That's why it's not so easy. It's not so easy. That's why you got to do lunch money only. Now, I will start getting a feel for the market because the Bitcoin halvening is coming. We've been waiting forever. And you know, there's going to be people who just buy absolute new garbage. You know what blew my mind? You know how Pepe went up? Well, now there's Pepe, not just Pepe 2. They relaunched Pepe. They relaunched it, literally same ticker. So there's there's just like locusts of these degens who refuse to buy and hold anything. They want to literally just freaking fully gamble. So it is what it is, okay? It's going to get heated up. Now, I just showed you this coin. I think this is Shia. This is one of his new trash coins. Look at this. Friends, this is literally freaking like the game is done and over in 2 weeks, 14 days. That's it. And by the way, the biggest moves were like in 3 days. That's it. It goes up for 3 days. It goes down for 11 days. See you later. Money's gone. So this is super time sensitive. So I don't even know, like, how are we even going to do this, man? Like, if you're not in here, it's over. It's literally over. And by the way, how much is this? You're going to get like a 3 or 4x. You're probably going to get out half on your 4x just to cover yourself. And the rest, you're going to try ride it for a moonshot, but it ends up coming back to 0. So then you have to reload and do something else. So it's not easy. Not easy at all. It's very hard to think about how can you do this without harming anyone. There's almost no method to do it. But you got to try. If we find something, we'll just be like, you know what? This thing, there's a dev. I don't know, man. It might go to 0. They're all trash. So as you can tell by my voice, I'm not even really super excited about these because you know you're just going into a war zone. Now, let's just go over the facts. There are like, I just showed you, right? There's literally 500 plus coins launched weekly. All right, weekly. I mean, I just went through like 100 in the past 3 hours, mind you. Honeypots, where you can only click buy and you can't click sell, right? And just rugs everywhere. Yeah. So you've got to filter the coins. It's just really, really frustrating, man. All right. Now, I've got friends who are trying to play the game, but I've got no promises. I'm just being honest with you. It's not like they're saying, oh, man, we're killing it, right? I've got one friend. He tried a strategy, right? Shout out to my friend. He knows who he is. And what he did was he bought a lot of coins and he kept joining new telegrams, buying a lot of coins. And what would happen is he would get in and he would, so he would get in and then he tried a strategy where he's like, you know what? I'm going to leave a bit on the table and I'm going to take profit with some. And what ends up happening is every time it went 2x, he'd get back his money, right? Every time it went 2x. So you probably think, oh, sweet, he probably killed it. Well, to be honest, he didn't kill it. He told me what ended up happening was he was down after brokerage and slippage. Because what ends up happening is you get in, it goes up a 2x, you get out half, and then you leave the rest as a moon bag. And what he found out was, because you're just basically playing at random, most of the time, the coin would just come back, right? Some of the times it would keep going up, but the times it went up versus the times it came back, you were about break even. So the whole strategy of let me get in and then just sell for a 2x, get my money back on a 2x, it sucks. Remember, friends, Ethereum is expensive. So you're losing on the Ethereum gas. You're losing on the slippage and the little fee. Sometimes there's like a 2% tax on all these coins. So it sucks, right? Because, you know, this strategy used to be a killer strategy back in 2021 meme Doge season, but that was the birth of the generation. So we're going to have to be a bit better than that. What can we do? Well, there's not much really we can do about that. The hard part is actually finding the coins that they just don't go straight to 0. They all go to 0, man. They all go to 0. Just do they go to 0 after 72 hours or after 72 minutes? So it is tough. That's why if you do participate, if I do find anything and I'm like, you know what? Friends, I reckon this thing's got like 5 days, you know, max. I don't even know. It would be literally lunch money. I'm not joking, lunch money. Now, don't forget Ethereum. Friends, Ethereum is a freaking abomination with the gas fees. Like when Ethereum's price starts going up, it's going to cost too much. So even if you're throwing $100, it's going to cost you $25 just for the trade. Like you're going to lose a quarter of your clip size just in the freaking gas fee. That sucks. What about the selling part as well? You know, so it's not nice. It's not nice. That's why, what can you do, man? What can you do? You might have to just stick to like 0.1 ETH clips. If that's too much for you, don't do it, friends. Don't do it. Like $180, low gas fees. It's tough, man. It's not easy. It's not easy. Also, this is the worst part, okay? I've seen a lot of stats out there. The guys who are really good, 30% win rate. Yep. Now, there's some guys with like 58% win rate, but like, they're like super aggressive, right? They're like, you know, they've got these guys, they're throwing in like 120K into some of these like not real meme coins anymore. They've grown to like 10 to 18 million market cap, 20 million market cap, and they're just trying to make like a 30%, 40% move. They're basically just on-chain trading. They're trying to trade the volatility, right? And it kind of sucks because you can't even get short Wouldn't it be amazing if we could get short? Oh, I wish we could get short on these things, friends. If someone makes a protocol where we get short, I would love to do that. But it's just buy only. That's why you just got to gamble on the dips, right? So I've just got to reiterate. If I come across anything, and by the way, I'm not going to start throwing out, oh, here, 9 coins to $5 million. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I haven't even found any yet. I don't even trust anyone. I'm just telling you, if you want to make in this game, you got to open your mind. All right. I'm just telling you, the doors of my mind opening. We're now entering the fourth quarter, towards the fourth quarter, right before the Bitcoin halving. I've been planning for this literally since 2 years ago. Literally 2 years ago. I said, okay, when 2024 arrives near there, I'm going to start warming up to see what do people like. What are people doing out there right now? Very unfortunate. I mean, look, I'm just going to say Richard Hart was right. Everybody's just here for a number go up. And the life cycle of memes, they don't even last like 6 months anymore. I'm not joking. I just showed you they last like 6 hours, 6 days. It's garbage. So expect 0% return. Yeah, 0%. So what are we actually playing for? Remember, my goal here, say using DEX tools and this stuff, right? The goal is to just get a feel for what's hot. Because when the big moonshot thing comes in 2024, we're not going to be guaranteed we're going to be on it, but at least we have a chance to be near the action. That's what I want. Okay, I want to be, for example, if there's DeFi season, I don't want to be finding out about it in like month 2.5 out of 3. I want to be there in week 1, week 2. I want to be like right at the start. Because let's say someone invents something cool, right? We might be able to buy one of their nice coins and actually ride something like this. Because if Bitcoin and Ethereum are going up, you're not going to have something that only goes up. This is 6 days, by the way. 6 days, and then the coin drops. Look at this, literally 6 days, friends. I wasn't even joking. I just told you 6-day life cycle. Yeah, after 6 days, down 90%. Right. So we want to find stuff, at least get an idea. If Bitcoin and Ethereum are going up, just to let you know, the life cycle of these memes, so the developers and the insiders and the people, they get more greedy. So they don't want to exit in like 6 days. If Bitcoin and Ethereum are screaming up, there's more likelihood that these things are around for 16 days or a whole month. Or even if it's in 2 months, whoa, like it's been a big DeFi season, you know what I mean? But you get the point. Instead of we're dealing with hours, now we're starting to deal with weeks. That'll be great. Like I said, friends, like 30% or less win rate. It is atrocious. Now, there are some on-chain services available. You can do Nansen or these others, but I'm just telling you, man, I've not heard, you would have heard whispers by now of people like absolutely crushing it. You're not. What people are actually doing is they're trying to find profitable traders on chain. So people are like, you know what? I got no edge. I'm just going to try find profitable traders. Let me copy them. And it is what it is. And guess what? Those profitable traders, they rotate as well in terms of profitability. So someone's really good and an insider to a few coins, and then they start sucking later on. You know, so it's not so clear cut. It really isn't. Now, all you can do with me is literally we can just buy something that's maybe kind of you, and you're going to have to trust that dev. It is scammy, very scammy, and there's a short life cycle. I just showed you, bro, 6 days, man, 6 days. Like, if you're trying to buy on like after 48 hours, it is over. That's why I was thinking in my mind, I'm like, you know what? If I ever make a post, I'm like, look, man, I've sprinkled into this absolute poop. If you read this message after 6 hours and the price is higher than this, don't bother touching it. Okay, and if you lose all your money, that's all your fault. Just letting you know. So I think that's a pretty mature, responsible way to say that, because I like that, because I'm saying, hey, I'm getting in. If you see this message, let's say it's like 1 o'clock your time, and go, okay, if you came across this message at 7:30, it's been over 6 hours, don't touch it, right? Just let it go. So, and I don't even have a track record with these, friends, because, man, there's just too many coins. The locusts get bored of a freaking ticker and they just relaunch the same ticker. This Peppy thing's ridiculous, man. They literally relaunched Peppy. It's crazy. So that's all you got to do, man. If you do it, you spend your takeaway food money. I don't want you, don't sell any of your core. I don't want to hear you selling any other core coin, okay? If you got any extra savings, you want to throw some garbage around, you do that. You spend a bit of your ETH, 0.1, 0.05, it is what it is, okay? We got to practice, man, because you need conviction, right? Like, for you to go super hard in DeFi season, you need to be playing around in the early coins to get a feel for what's like a really good tech behind it. And we had no idea. In fact, no one really has any idea, by the way. Even the super convicted people aren't really super convicted. All they're convicted behind are the people who run a project. And me and you will never be told that. So they don't even really believe in any of the tech. Okay? So don't forget the ultimate goal of these is just maybe we can start preparing for a bull market. Now, we're not guaranteed that we're going to get a grip on this, but at least we tried, right? There are going to be new narratives that form. And don't forget, there will be a whirlwind of casino degens. They will come for these diarrhea coins, so we just got to start getting ahead of them, right? Now, I'm going to remind you that I will be putting a warning, okay? Now, obviously, no project's ever going to pay me because no one's going to be an insider. Just to let you know, friends, I found some actual insider information. There are people on Twitter, I'm not going to tell you the names. They're like shillers, big shillers out there. I've heard some of them. So obviously, if you're new here, friends, what they do is 95% of them, they'll take money from a project and they'll dump the project, okay? The super winning, lucrative ones, do you know what they do? They get told before the project is launching. That's right. My mind blew. I actually got told inside info. Some of these guys, they will literally 2 weeks before launch. So what's this trash coin Shia? So Shia launched, August 23rd. So early August, before this thing was launched, some of these degens, right, these altcoin callers or whatever they are, right, they'll actually be given money or they'll be told before it. So they are aware of what's going. Because you know what happens, friends? This whole industry is full of snakes and scammers. So those altcoin callers, they want to make sure that the project is kind of legit because they don't want to ruin their full reputation over $500. So then they have to trust the devs and they get told what's going on. And then when it launches, these guys know, okay, I'm used to these guys. It's been 2 weeks and it sounds pretty legit. And, I can go a bit harder. And they'll buy up the coin themselves. Okay? So they don't always just get given money because the coin hasn't launched yet. There's no marketing thing. So this is the process of how it works. It is snakes and shadows everywhere. And trust me when I say this. I used to think, okay, there's 5 insiders out there that are scamming each other. But this is the sad part. There's 5 insiders. During tough times, they start scamming each other too. So no one can trust anybody. It's literally a freaking casino. I really do mean that. And please, I've got to reiterate. 30% or less win rate. So let's say you're like, hey man, I have 1 ETH and I want it to last me whatever. Okay, I'm not joking. You would do a 0.1 ETH clip. Or even 0.05, 0.07. Do 0.07 ETH. Get 13 spins. That's what it is, 13 spins. And if we're lucky, if you got a 3 or 4x, sell half. So you're up a bit. You make a bit back. You feel psychologically better. And then, see friends, I want to tell you, okay, hold the rest. But how can I even tell you hold the rest? They all freaking come back. What do you mean hold the rest? So... It's tough, friends. It's tough. See, there's no formula, man. There's no formula. Look at this one. Look at this one. He's just gone straight to 0, man. Where's the holding part, man? You see, there's no formula, friends. There's no sell on this, buy on that. And where do you even buy this, friends? Can I tell you one thing, though? There are some guys who I think are pretty good at these altcoin stuff. And what I've just gathered from them, very common, is if you're watching a coin, so let's say you're watching any of these garbage coins, what they'll do is they'll measure where the top is, and then they'll try buy a 50% pullback. That's how they get in on these dips. And, the funny thing is you say, well, what if it keeps going down? Okay, well, you've lost all your money. That's just, I don't like saying this. I don't like speaking like this. It's true. That's the game. So I'm still thinking about doing this because, friends, you can talk about this. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, find the coins. You're going to sit here finding all these trash coins? Cover, what? NeoWiz. Ship Peppy, right? F-Tober. You know what I mean? Are you going to sit bro, how are we going to find all these? What's going on? So it is what it is. We're just going to have to find some sort of filter system. And I think you get it now, friends, I just want to remind you as well. So I reserve the right at any time to just stop digging into this garbage. If we are losing and this is garbage and I'm like, you know what? F this game, man. Screw these people. Just screw them. If we get like that, we feel like that, remember, just quit. Because if it's not fun, why are we even here? All right. So we've got to remind ourselves, the win rate is abysmal. There is rug after rug. You really do need to keep a lot of ammo at all times. I've got to tell you right now, it's not about the people behind the project or the community. It's actually all about the Bitcoin price. When Bitcoin has weekly candles that are green, things are better. See, right now, I've had some red. Right, yeah. When there's a green weekly candle, these things go on. Just a quick reminder, these weekly candles that are red here in February? The dude who put $200 and turned it into 1.2 million on Pepe, he bought another Pepe here. He put $2,500 into Pepe here. But because Bitcoin rugged down, the team rugged the Pepe. So he lost $2,500 on the Pepe ICO. And guess what? When the real Pepe came up here, he only put $200. Just imagine he never got rugged here. You see what I mean? But also just imagine he quit. If he quit and he never even bothered putting $200 or $28 or whatever it was into that new Pepe, the real Pepe, if he was like so psychologically damaged, he's like, screw this, I'm walking away, he missed out on 1.2 million. Now, of course, it's survivorship bias. We're looking at that one winner. But just telling you, like, if you have some grit and persistence, maybe we get thrown a bone. And to finally reiterate, very small size, lunch money only. All right, if you win, friends, I will literally laugh at you and say, you're an idiot. You lost money with me. Congratulations. We got rugged. Enjoy the red candle. Okay. There's no apologies. Okay. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm wasting my time doing this. You know what I mean? Any time I spend making videos about this is time I could be researching. Okay. I'm doing this because I love you and appreciate you. You got to remember, 95% core. That's actually how you win in this game. Why? Because every week you make money, you DCA, you can keep adding to your core. You can't keep adding to this piece of trash Shia. You can't. It's over. All right. So that's a luxury when you can keep adding to something where you're like, okay, there's a community that's not going away at 90%. So Shia, is there a community left? Do you even know who they are? For example, with the Pulse Chain Hex community, I can show you 143 promoters and influencers and people associated with it on the PulseTube website. So that's a completely different game. Just to give you an example. All right. Don't forget, you play with very small clips. And also don't forget, you're my friend forever and ever. Make sure you tell mom and dad we love and appreciate them. Make sure they understand, especially mum and dad, that you are playing only with lunch money. And it very well could go to zero because we're losing our minds here in the casino. We're just trying to grab any piece of edge we can get in the market because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for, friends. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button on, and catch you in the next one.